The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Six, right there, 56. Danny. Check nickel. SOS.
Quaker Omaha.
SOS.
Right to hot.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Interception.
You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
Mike 55. I'm coming. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Safe. Pause. Go. Play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike is 59. Mike the
Hayward. 65. Rock. Slam. No.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beck letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, go.
Operating from the gun. Beck.
Watch the pass.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 yards. Delta, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. We got to get the ball. D, get the... Let's go.
Let's go. Hey.
From the gun.
Hey, we
Back.
heavy on the edges.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Check 3.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
He's coming. We got double up.
1st and 10 at the
Kill. Turn up.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, orbit.
brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, can't.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 50.
Lynch 50.
Hang with us. Shift.
Wait, son.
Now a give right side. It's Scott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Cousins to throw it. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steamer.
56.
Hey, Ringo, 48.
Watch the slant.
Greystone travel.
Now Scott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
50.
180. Here it comes.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Not today, you aren't. Not today.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen. Hey, alert, go. 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Throwing on 1st down. Beck firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you feel
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm coming. I'm coming. Go. 55's Mike. Got it.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, baby, all day, all day, baby, all day.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Hatchet, hatchet.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Check 49, check 49. Thumbs up the helmet, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Check.
64. Wing. Orbit.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Beck. That escapes the sack. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 8
Hot!
yards on the
Larry!
brings up 2nd and
Here we
2.
go.
What's that?
From the 17, Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Cousins. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my son.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Hey, let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yeah.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The final shot before break. Back. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done and make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
First throw now for the backup lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
56.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this throw caught left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, 382, last 50. Check 24.
Topper!
Come.
Watch out, watch out.
On the carry, this is Scott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. First down, here's Cousins. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing, Cousins. Flushed out right. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick pass out to Juju. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
You're not ready.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Locke. He completes this to Sutton. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Let's go now.
First down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey. 5.
A give running right, Lindsey.
Run, go.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
6'6", bullet high.
Mike's 59.
Hey, come on, Smooth.
59's Mike. 59's Mike.
Be driven.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Check it out.
X3, 218, chopper.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Slam, slam.
What's that?
Here's Scott. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lucky 50. What's that?
They'll run with Scott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Scott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the boot.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
45's the mic, 45's the mic.
What's that?
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Two.
Coming to you, coming.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
Black.
Here we go.
What's that?
From the gun, here's Cousins. Jordan Reed has it, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Hey, no, he's easy. What's that?
Cousins on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's Scarborough again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
60
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it.
Hey! Focus, defense, focus.
Mike,
They'll go again with Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Yeah, baby.
Seems
Yeah,
pretty
baby.
obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Clear.
Mike's 5.
Ready, ready.
Here's Freeman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Hit it.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. This is the tight end Fant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready, ready.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
So it's Bronco
60
football as we get you reset here.
I got it.
And let's see what they've come
Check
up with
52.
offensively
Any
after
weapon.
having time to talk it over.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
Back to throw. Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On the ready.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All day.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. A good pickup there at 22.
61. Match box.
Lock now. 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
50. Plant.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week. In practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Cousins to throw.
Here we go, D.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get this. Listen to me.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. I got you, son.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 22, he's coming. 22.
What's that?
Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. That's how we got me.
Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Get ready.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
Watch the twist.
That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Showing it.
Rhino!
Jack.
Hey, can't. What's that?
On 1st down is Samuels. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
At the 5-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Check.
Hey, yo.
Check.
First. Hey, seam 6.
45's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the mic.
Man, I got you. Man.
Run!
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the
The
set.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Ready.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, echo.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Switch.
You're out. Go. Big grip.
To throw is locked. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
On the play,
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.